We've been sold a lie that self-forgiveness is a necessary part of healing. But most of the time, it's just a high-level cop-out. You hurt someone, you eventually feel guilty, you say a prayer or an apology, and then you decide to forgive yourself so you can feel comfortable again. But that's not growth, that's emotional amnesia. When you forgive yourself just to stop the pain of guilt, you're treating the person you hurt like a transaction, a tuition fee for your evolution. That's not love, it's self-investment at someone else's expense. Look around. There are 100 problems in this world you don't have right now. There are people starving, people in war zones, people who would give anything for just the guilt you're having. When you sit in your guilt and beg for self-forgiveness just to feel light again, you are being disrespectful to the collective suffering of humanity. You're choosing to focus on your own discomfort rather than the reality of your impact. Stop seeking to feel less guilty. Start seeking to transmute it instead. Forgiveness is letting go. Transmutation is taking hold. It is the alchemy of the soul. You take the darkness you created, the lie, the betrayal, the ego, and you don't move on from it. You stay in the fire of it until it burns away the parts of you that were capable of doing it in the first place. You don't just say, "I'm sorry." You become a person who is fundamentally incapable of repeating the error. You turn that guilt into service. Love shouldn't be a cycle where the last person's pain is just a lesson for the next. That's a closed loop of ego. To break the cycle, you must pour more light back into the collective than the darkness you contributed, which is unpredictable in quantity. Don't forgive yourself. Outgrow yourself. Transmute the shame into a moral code so strong that your presence becomes a sanctuary for others. The world doesn't need your self-forgiveness, it needs your transformation. Choose service as a way to compensate for the pain you caused. Choose to let the guilt become inspiration and passion for a better world. Transmute the dark into light. Don't just make it about your ex suffering for the benefit of your next partner. That's transactional and ultimately self-serving because you benefit from it. True repentance understands the weight of a pain you can't measure. Nobody gets to dictate the amount of pain they caused another. If you just want to forgive yourself while they suffer from the wounds you caused, that's not justice, that's seeking comfort. And you will eventually understand self-forgiveness doesn't lead to a better world. It usually only leads to complacency and repeated cycles. If you contribute a lot to the dark, it is only logical if you truly regret it to contribute to the light without limit. I hope that helps. If it does, subscribe for more. Much love and take care.